Astrology has been around for thousands of years. It is a practice of people telling stories using images they associate with the stars. It really helped me express things that I was thinking and feeling. I wanted to bring that to other people. It's a dialogue, so then you learn a lot through interacting with people and talking to people. My name is Alice Sparkly Cat, or Ace, and I am an astrologer. I am an Aries sun, and then I'm a Cancer moon, and I'm a Aquarius rising. I got into astrology, so it was when I was like 23 or 24. I don't think any one person introduced me, because at the time I was really isolated. I was working 3 jobs trying to support myself and another person. And I also had some other issues, but it was kind of a way of finding a community that was a little bit online, but then I found this queer community as well through it. So I think I was looking for people through astrology. And then it was also just kind of more of a private interest too. Well, so this is your chart. This is your first time seeing this yet?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I kind of like to start with people sometimes with just a little bit of a check-in. Yeah, how's life for you? Yeah, how are you doing? I think seeing clients is one of my favorite parts of being an astrologer, because it's a really intimate way of being with someone. And then, so part of what we're doing is we're exploring the person, and we're doing that without any kind of goal or agenda. We might have things that we know we want to give our attention to. I just get to give this person my attention and then see what comes into awareness during that time we spend together. It's really fulfilling from my side, honestly. And then sometimes really beautiful things happen. It's not therapy, so I don't have the supervision or the training to build a long-term therapeutic relationship with people. I let people know that, very clear about that. I think that astrologers do grow through looking at ways of holding space that therapy offers. So yeah, I'm always taking counseling classes, somatics, things like that, just to make sure that I'm trauma-informed and literate in how to work with people who are grieving, who are sometimes in crisis mode even, too. I explore therapy modalities, but it is a space that's very different than therapy.
Thank you for that piece of wisdom. Definitely will take that. I really appreciate your time. This is so enlightening.
Thank you. I feel like the biggest misconception about astrologers is that we're people who are too serious about something that should be really silly. I think astrology is actually really serious because we use it for really serious things. We talk about our relationships with it, we process our emotions with it. But I think astrologers are actually really silly. A lot of us are clowns, a lot of us are artists, and we just do kind of weird things. I think we engage with a serious thing, which is, being human in a really kind of wacky way. We associate horoscope columns with big women's magazines or something like that, but it actually started with queer zines. So it's kind of nice to be a part of that. And I also feel like queer people are reinterpreting astrology in our own way too, because some of it's pretty gendered and it can be a little bit rigid, but then we just play with those meanings. Post-colonial astrology is the name of a book that came out in May of 2021, and then I did write it. And it's something I've been thinking about for about 5 years before. So the whole time I was practicing astrology pretty much. And I would work with different people in different spaces about astrology, there's a lot of questions that kept coming up. Just like, why is popular astrology the Western system? We look at these different archetypes in astrology, and because the system is so whitewashed, I think we pretend that these universal and kind of empty signifiers, when they do have a historical basis. So part of the project of the book was trying to narrate the history of these archetypes in a way where some of our more hidden histories are kind of talked about. So the way I was thinking about it was Reconstruction. Sometimes people think, okay, you're like telling this story, it conflicts with the history that I had in mind, so it's deconstruction. But it's not, it's Reconstruction. And the idea for that is so that it can be more useful for more people. In some ways, it might be about identity, but I think that when people are using any kind of tool for expressing identity, that they're also deconstructing it and reassembling it. And that goes for all types of identity. You know, that's just because people are people. People are creative. And like, if you classify people, they're gonna do something with those names. So I feel good. Yeah, I feel good about the future of astrology.
Acceptance, self-awareness, equality,
freedom,
joy.
Pride means resilience.
Pride is hope.
Pride means loving who you want to love and being yourself.
Pride is our moment to shine.
It's honesty and vulnerability.
A moment where we can really see solidarity around us.
Seeing yourself when no one else sees you.
Being super grateful for who you are.
So much art, so much love comes out of the community.
Keep that love in your heart.